Hello, thank you for joining. I'm really excited. Let me get a poll. I'm gonna say, have you listened? Wait, shoot, how do I start it? I've never seen polls before. I didn't even know I could do it. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but there's a poll apparently. I don't even know what it is. But hey, have you listened to Have My Cake and Eat It Too? You can do a smiley face if you've listened to it and a sad face if you haven't, because you should. I'm very excited about this song. Have My Cake and Eat It Too came out yesterday, if you don't know, and we reached a record, so that's really, really cool and really special. So thank you for listening to it. We're at about 30,000 streams on Spotify already, which is a record, and beat Human, which is really exciting because Human did really well, and I'm so happy with the performance of Human. Did I say Humor? Sorry, Human as a whole, because I don't even know how many it has, but like over 700,000, which is really special and cool. So thank you so much for supporting, because I'm really excited about Human and Cake. I think they're the best two songs I've made. I made them last winter, so I'm really excited that you finally get to hear it, because I've been like, when I made it like last kind of like October, November, I was just like, I want to put these out, but I had to like wait for the right time, so I'm really happy they're here. Hey, Drugger 2.0, thank you for being here. Oh, cool profile picture. It looks like a cat. That's really cool. Sorry, that light gets weird when I go close. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I thought we would do lyric by lyric, because I do lyric by lyric for every single song, basically. Okay. So let's start. Have My Cake and Eat It Too by Caroline out now if you want to listen. Okay. I see your name light up on my phone, but I don't answer. So that's basically, I mean, it's kind of somewhat like ghosting somebody, but it's not ghosting somebody in a mean way. I don't know, I have weird relationship with ghosting, because I feel like I've ghosted some people, which I feel bad about, because I don't think ghosting is really the right thing to do. But basically, I just kind of ghosted this person, because it was the type of thing where it was like, you give an inch and they take a mile, which obviously is not a good feeling. It's not a good place to be, because you're just like, I'm done. But the person never respected that, so it was like I had to not answer their text. Like, it's not like I saw them text me and I didn't want to respond, but it was like I felt like I had to, for my own personal safety and security, you know? Because the second I do, I know that my heart is in danger. So that kind of goes to it, yeah. My heart's in danger. And then, oh, whoa, this anxiety is killing me. Just like, I don't know, being in relationships like that where there's just a lot of drama and tension causes a lot of anxiety. Like, I think a lot of people have anxiety from it, because you kind of have that vibe of like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen? Is it going to be really good? Is it going to be really bad? Because when it's so extreme up and down, it's like it could be something great, or it could be the worst experience ever. You just don't know. When you're with me, lose part of me. So that kind of goes towards the vibe when you're in a relationship with somebody, and, you know, it's just like, you can't be yourself, because you get kind of insecure around them, and so when you're with them, you lose part of you, because you're not being your true self. And whenever you're not expressing your true self, it's like there's a part of you that's just sad. I don't know. Sticky Sock 66, thanks for the mask. Gotta save the grandparents. Yes, I mean, I know like all the mask mandates are over, but I still wear my mask like all the time, because it's like, it's still out there. It's still spreading, especially in other countries. It's still spreading. So you still want to like stop the spread and be careful, I think. I know people think I'm crazy, but I believe in it. And it's glitter. Sequin, so it's cute, you know? With sugar crashing, too many lows between the highs. Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet, but yeah, we're sugar crashing, too many lows between the highs. So we're sugar crashing was a really cool lyric that my co-writer came up with, that I loved it, because it kind of made sense because the song is called Have My Cake and Eat It Too. So like the sugar crashing, because it is like that feel like when you have sugar, it's like the first time you're like really high and then you just like crash and get really tired and exhausted or nauseous and don't feel well. So it worked well with the song. And because that's kind of how the relationship is too. It's like, you know, it's like if you have a toxic relationship and they're like, come over, and then you do, it's like when you go over, like it feels great, but then when you leave, feels kind of bad, you know, and you're like dissecting everything that happened and it's like that didn't go very well. I shouldn't have done that, but I did, you know. Too many lows between the highs. Yeah, so that's basically kind of like putting it into proportion and being like, yeah, we have some highs, but there are way too many lows. Like if you did a pro-con list, you know, the cons are like this long and the pro list is like this long, so not very good. And then when I'm laughing, it's only 'cause I'm about to cry. That's a sad one, but it's true. It's like you try to mask your feelings, or it's like, you know, when it's like laugh or cry about it. I feel like I do this all the time because I use humor as like such a coping mechanism. So I'm totally about to cry about something, or I'm really upset about something, and I'm like, I'm just such a loser. So I don't like cry about it. You should dye your hair black. Oh, thank you, Chicken Wing Queen 6. I've actually always wanted to dye my hair black, so I want to. I want to dye it blonde too. I just can't make up my mind. Like some days I wake up and I want blonde hair, and some days I wake up and I want black hair. So that's probably not that good, like, because I need to choose what I want. But I actually have temporary dye for black and blonde, and I just need to pick and do one someday, but I'm too scared. Like, I don't know why I get so scared. Hey, Nini Yashiroa-san. Hola, how are you? And then back to the lyric by lyric for my brand new song, Have My Cake and Eat It Too by Caroline, which I'm really excited about. It's fine and you'd suit both. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. I'm a little bit worried about the blonde because I remember one time I was talking about how I wanted to have blonde hair, and then the guy was like, you would look so bad with blonde hair. Like, your eyes are brown, your eyebrows are brown. Like, you're not a blonde, which made me sad. But then I looked up like blondes who have brown eyes and brown eyebrows, and it actually looked really good. So, love your new song. Oh, thank you, user 479. That's really kind. What kind of blonde? You know, I like all types of blonde. I like more of an ashy blonde. Also like Lindsay Lohan when she was blonde. I think she looks super good blonde. And I even like bleach blonde too. Almost like Anna Delvey. I'm gonna look that up because I don't know who that is. I've heard the name though. Anna Delvey? Oh, that's the person who got arrested? I don't get it. Okay, that mask looks fire. Thank you. It's glitter. It's my favorite mask. It's really cool. I think it's really cool. So I wish I could love myself and love you too. Yeah, I wish I could have my cake and eat it too. So that's basically the whole point of the song, because in a way it kind of goes into like, I kind of look like her from the eyes up. I've never seen her without glasses on. I haven't watched the show on Netflix though. Hey, Taylor Swift won, so I don't know what she did. So cute, thank you. So basically, I wish I could love myself and love you too is kind of like what actually happened and what like the literal thing that's going on is, which is, you know, I wish I could love you and be in a relationship and still love myself at the same time. But if I'm in a relationship with you, I don't love myself because you make me feel bad about myself, and I just get mad at myself, and I have a horrible relationship with myself and a terrible self-worth. And then it's, I wish I could have my cake and eat it too. So it's kind of like, I wish I could have it both ways. So it's kind of saying the literal of I wish I could have myself, I wish I could love myself and love you too. And then the metaphor to I wish I could have my cake and eat it too, which, common metaphor, very true metaphor. It's weird, I find myself like saying it a lot and thinking of it. It's like you just want it both ways, you know? You want to do both things. Like, it's frustrating, but yeah. Oh, hey, totally not me. Hello. I like your profile picture. It's cool. Okay, second verse. Yeah, I got a playlist that makes us sound so romantic. This is one of my favorite lines in the whole song as well, because basically it's kind of about how I feel like just like this day and age, and I'm totally guilty of this too, so I'm not hating on anybody, but it's like there's a tendency to kind of romanticize toxic relationships in a way, you know, because it's like there are a lot of toxic relationships on TV and stuff, and it's just like the drama and the passion and blah blah blah, and it's kind of like you have those songs like that kind of glamorize toxic relationships, and so you're like, well, in this song it sounds so romantic because like you hate me and then you love me, so it's like this playlist of toxic relationships just make us sound so romantic, and it's not toxic, it's just passion. That was really cringy, but yeah. And then pretend that it's sweet so I'm not tasting all the tragic. So that's kind of the coping mechanism of like, I'm gonna pretend it's all good so I don't think it's tragic, you know, and just because a lot of things are your mindset. So I feel like you can talk your way, you can kind of talk yourself off a cliff a lot and just be like, oh yeah, like he did that, but it's totally fine. But he had a bad day, but it's cool, like it's fine, you know. You can talk yourself out of stuff and being like, well, maybe it was romantic that he did that, you know, but it's usually not true. How sad. But yeah, you can pretend. And then the tasting obviously was like a cool way to kind of put the whole thing together with like the sugar crashing and the have my cake and eat it too, so that was cool. And then again, this anxiety is killing me because just being in relationships like that. Here's the thing, like I've come to the point in my life where I kind of realize like, oh, relationships actually should be easy. Like it shouldn't be this big like drama going back and forth. We make up, we break up. Like shouldn't it just be easy and simple? Never been in a relationship like that, but shouldn't it be? Yeah, so just, I don't like the anxiety of it. And then so full of nervous energy. Yeah, and it's just, the nervous energy is like you're about to see them and you don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Are they a ticking time bomb just ready to go off on you? And you're like, I'm so full of nervous energy. Yeah, so that is the lyric by lyric of Have My Cake and Eat It Too, my new song that came out yesterday. And I'm excited to be able to talk about it because I've been wanting to put out this song forever. And these lyrics, I think they're my favorite of all the songs I have, I think. Although I do love, I love Do You Think That I'm a Fool? That one makes me happy. But I thought it would be cool if I played the song for you. So if you haven't listened to it, let me know if you like it. Let's put it up. My, oh, thank you, user 7479. Thank you for loving it. Thank you for listening to it before this as well. Oh, thank you for the heart. It's very sweet. Oh shoot, I thought it was the first one. Yeah, I got a playlist that makes us sound so romantic. Pretend that it's sweet so I'm not tasting all the tragic. Oh, this anxiety is killing me. Oh, so full of nervous energy. I still roll the dice, take another size. But when it comes to you and I, sugar crash. That's my favorite part in the production when it's like, we're sugar crashing, because it sounds like crashing. It's like, it was also fun to be able to use like my head voice in songs, because I don't feel like I always do that. The only one where I really did that was Healthy, so it's fun to bring that back too. And then I actually loved the way it ended abruptly. I thought that was a really cool touch, personally. Really good love. Oh, thank you, Caleb the Stallion. Oh my gosh, I love that username. I love that. Will there be an album? Yes. So far, I am planning that there will be an album, and it's gonna be called Sophomore because it's like the last album I did was called Freshman, so I kind of wanted to finish out that idea. So it's gonna be cool, and it's all about sophomore year actually, which was a crazy year. very crazy. So that'll be really fun. I'm excited for it. Oh, thank you, user479. Thank you. Yeah, and I think, honestly, like, I think this should be the opening track on the album Sophomore. That's what I'm thinking. Because I feel like it kind of, oh shoot. I feel like it kind of sets the mood. Because the whole vibe is like, of the album that I have so far, it's kind of like, it's like, honestly, it's kind of similar to Freshman, like the meaning, I guess, just because it's like I go through the same things, but it's a little different because it's maturer, and it's more like, like I wish, it's almost like a finding happiness album, you know, like I want to be happy, but like I don't know how, and I feel like Cake kind of fits that, because, you know, it's like, oh, like I want the relationship, but like I don't want the bad parts. I just want the good parts, you know, which is different than Freshman, because I feel like Freshman was a little bit more like, you stink. Ooh, nice. Can't wait for it to be released. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I agree. Oh, that's so cool. Love your profile picture. It's awesome. Honestly, people have the best profile pictures ever. Like, I don't know how you do it. It's really cool. Oh, by the way, I'm really into anime now. Like with my profile picture, I made an anime. Oh, hey, Jamie Davy _ hi, it has been a while. I've missed you. How have you been? Hope you're doing really, really well. And I feel like it's been a long time. Yeah. And, oh yeah, but actually before I put out Sophomore, I'm actually gonna do a project in between. And it's basically gonna be like the songs from before Freshman, which was the first album I put out, and it's basically like some of the songs that I put out on SoundCloud. So if you've been following me since like 2018, you'll know them because it's like those demos, and it's middle school because it's all like the songs I wrote when I was in middle school, which is like kind of embarrassing, but I don't know. I feel like they really still like work. It's so weird. Like I feel like all my songs have like the same like message, like, you know, like just like the breakup songs. I'm like, are we ever gonna have something different? Like, come on, I just need to experience different things. Then I can write about different things, you know? Have you watched Blue Exorcist? It's a really good anime. No, I haven't, but I love Bunny Girl. That's my favorite. I love Bunny Girl. Something about it is so, so cool. Although I actually think I'm still making Sophomore now, and I do think it's gonna be a little bit different, because I feel like I've gone through a lot of different things, like last year, which that's kind of what I'm writing about. Because like 2021 was just overall, I feel like a crazy year for everyone. Like I feel like 2020 was really crazy for everybody because it was the pandemic and the shutdown, but I almost feel like in ways in 2021, like the pandemic was still happening. I mean, it's still kind of happening. But then it was also like you had to deal with all the aftermath of everything from the pandemic in 2021. So I feel like that almost made 2021 even crazier of a year than 2020. But everybody's life's different, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what inspired Cake. Because basically the story behind Cake, because I always like do the story meaning, I first started writing this song last summer. It was like July, because I kind of like, I was in a very forgiving, like happy mood, and so I was like letting a lot of people back into my life, but I think I just like had like such, like I'm gonna be like such a nice person and such forgiveness vibes, but then I feel like I let people in, well, I'm talking about one certain person that I wrote the song about, but I let them in, and because it was like, oh, we're gonna have this great relationship again and reconnect with what we had and re-flourish it, you know, even though I'd kind of let them out of my life before. And then they just really took advantage of me completely, and it was already a very emotional time, and then having that on top of it already being emotional time just made it absolutely horrendous. And so I let them out, but then it was like there were parts of like having somebody back in my life again that was actually nice, you know? Like it was nice to like do things with this person and go out with them and have like a nice friendly decor and text them and FaceTime them and like laugh about certain things. But then, you know, all the horrible things did not make it worth like FaceTiming and laughing, So then that's kind of where it came. Because first, oh hi, Guanana Wilkerson too. Because first, the song was actually originally called I Wish. And it was just like all the things that I wished it could be instead of the things it's not. But then I went into writing session, and as I was talking about it, and then I kind of had another song about like wanting to have it both ways. So then we ended up putting those songs together and to have my cake and eat it too, because it was like the things that I wish. I wish I could love myself and love you too. I wish I could have my cake and eat it too. Also more like wanting to have it bad ways and just like the torture of the toxic relationship. And hopefully this is like, like a cool toxic relationship songs, but it like doesn't glamorize toxic relationships and is instead like, this stinks and there's nothing romantic about it at all. Because even though like it has lyrics like, my playlist makes it sound romantic, like I wouldn't categorize it as a romantic song at all. Oh, thank you for the likes. I want to say it right. Is it Camila? Camila, right? I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. Like beyond. Yeah, but actually, oh, I said it right. Okay, good. I'm very happy. I hate saying people's names wrong. It just makes me feel bad and mean, and I don't like it. Yeah, but actually when I do sophomore, I'm gonna plan on doing another visual album, I think, which is really exciting because I love visual albums. I don't think when I do like my middle school songs I'm gonna do a visual album, but for the next one I will, and I'm really looking forward to it. I want to say it right. Nikayla? Or did I add something? Nyla? Did I say that right? Nyla? Hopefully I did. If I said it wrong, I'm very sorry. Just teach me. Sound out the syllables. That's so embarrassing. And I'll say it right. Okay, Nyla. Is that right? Nalaya? Is that right? If not, very sorry. Very sorry. Oh yeah, and I already have the idea that I'm gonna do. I did it wrong again? I give up. Close. Okay. Nalia? Is that right? Hopefully? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. And then I'm also working on some other projects where I'm actually working on like recording in different languages, which is gonna be fun. It's really hard though. Like, I don't know. I went into a project that I'm doing and I thought like, it's gonna be so easy. Like I can record in different languages, but then actually trying, it's very hard. I did it right. I'm so proud of myself. That's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm happy I said it right. Oh, thank you for the share. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's very nice. Thank you so much for your share. What is this enhance feature that they have now? It's so different. You can do voice effects. Oh my gosh. How's this? Does it sound weird? If it does, that's really cool. Oh, and then chipmunk. Can you hear it? Voice effects on live. Live is becoming cooler. It's so cool. Yeah, it is cool. I love it. It's like, I feel like TikTok's getting better. Like they're upping their game. Like the people who work for TikTok are very creative. So I give them props for that, absolutely. So anyways, this was the Have My Cake and Eat It Too live. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for the love on this song. Oh my gosh, Ray.xoxo, you just became a top #1 viewer. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and your viewership. I know these lives are like long, so that means a lot to me, so thank you. Oh, 15 roses too. That's so kind of you. You are a beautiful, awesome person. Oh, you remind me of this rose here. Just cool. It's one. Oh, and then I have a rose here too. I love roses. I'm obsessed with roses. Actually, I got a little rose from Target. Like you can get a little rose and it was like $2 and I was so excited. I was so excited about it, and I put it out in the sun. I watered it every day, but like I think I did something wrong because I think it might be moldy because it's so weird. There's all white stuff. And so I don't know how that happened. But I watered it a lot And so I'm thinking, like, did I overwater it? Did I do something wrong? And I'm really sad about it, but maybe I'll just get a fake rose. Oh, actually on the Have My Cake and Eat It Too cover art, which I'll show it to you. Do you see it? Yeah, the cover art, it's a cake, because, like, obviously I wanted to do cakes for Have My Cake and Eat It Too, but I also started to do the roses too, because, first of all, roses is my favorite flower, and then also I thought it, like, went with the song very well, because it has that romantic vibe of, like, it's so romantic. Like, I feel the roses, like, just there's something about that cake to me that, like, screams the song to me, and it's kind of vintagey, and it has the black lace. I love black, and so I thought, and it has the gold, so I felt like that was the perfect cover art. So I hope you like it. Oh, thank you so much for the rose. Oh, to Daddy one, thank you so much. I love my roses. I appreciate it. We need to do roses in your hair. How do you do that? How do you do that? You can do roses in your hair, like a rose headband? Oh my gosh, if there's a rose headband, I want that. Roses are awesome. I can do that. Do you actually, like, could you actually make a rose with your hair if you wanted to? What is the name of the song on Spotify, because I want to add it? First of all, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And it's Have My Cake and Eat It Too. And then artist is Caroline in all caps, which is really cool. Oh, and also thank you so much to, I want to say their name right, Demand, because they put out a new song that I'm featured on yesterday as well, and it's called Feels Like the End, and it got added to a Spotify editorial playlist, so thank you so much for Spotify to adding it to a playlist, and also thank you to Spotify for adding Have My Cake and Eat It Too to two Spotify editorial playlists. That's awesome, because that's, like, really cool, because it makes me feel like they like the song and they think the song is good, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like, people at who work at Spotify, like, think the song's good. So that's, like, the best thing ever. I really appreciate it. Oh, beautiful aesthetic background. Thank you. It kind of reminds me of your profile picture a little bit, I think. Although I can't tell if the background of your profile picture is pink or red. But thank you. I really like this aesthetic. It's my vibe, you know? I can make a rose pattern in your hair, like, for real. What does that even mean? Wait, oh my gosh, and use real roses? Wait, so you get, like, real roses and put them all over your hair? Oh, almost like a flower crown a little bit, but they're in your hair? Would you do it like that, or do you do it like that? That's cool. You're very talented, Rainbow 33. Like, I remember you from previous lives, and I can tell from, like, your vibe and your comments, you're just very creative, and that's really cool. I love roses. Me too. Roses are really cool, Taylor Swift. But really, like, if I was to stamp your hair a rose, what does that mean? You would stamp the hair in a rose, but use color custom? Are you a hairstylist? Like, and I'm not, like, being kidding, like, oh my gosh, you're a hairstylist. Like, literally, are you a hairstylist? Because that sounds like you're a hairstylist. That's really cool. You're a hairstylist? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I have a lot of respect for hairstylists because, number one, it's a hard job. I've been to a lot of bad hairstylists, as you can tell from my hair. I'm sorry, that was me. She was great. I am, and I love your music. Thank you. That's so kind of you. So kind of you, but it's such a skill. Like, you're almost a little bit of a chemist. I mean, the way, can you braid with 4? Let me try. Like, the way you have to make the right color when you like dye it, and the way you have to, you know, brush it and wash it. It's a lot. It's hard. It's fun. Yeah, it seems fun, but it's also a talent. And you have to be on your feet all day. So that is, like, awesome. Claps to you. That's awesome. Oh, I just listened to your song and it's so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Camila, the Bombones. That means the world. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Like, prayers. Like, thank you for listening. I pray for you to have the best day ever because you were nice and listened to my song. So that sounds so desperate, but I hope you have the best day ever. You are so kind. Thank you. I just came here to say I'm proud of all your hard work. Oh, thank you. Mimi the Fun Guy. Yeah, this was a really fun song to do. What's your favorite song that you have made? I think it's Have My Cake and Eat It Too. Like, have my cake, I don't get sick of it, you know? Because it's that in between, because I feel like sometimes when songs are like so pop, you can get sick of them really quickly, and you're just get kind of over it. But then if it's not that catchy, you just like don't get it stuck in your head. So I feel like it's a good in-between range, like mid-tempo vibe. Hey, how's your day so far? Good so far. It's Saturday, so that always makes a good day. A good day. And Have My Cake and Eat It Too just came out, which I'm just so excited that it's finally out, because I've been waiting to do it for a long time. Like even all last week, I was like, can it just be out already? Because I also kind of announced it on TikTok earlier than usual, so I was like, okay, come on, just be March 25th already. Just be March 25th already. Hi, London. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful name. Did you know that Paris Hilton, why do I know this, plans on naming her daughter London? Which I think is really cute, because her name's Paris, like Paris London. I think that's really cute and a really good idea. I love your songs. Oh, thank you so much. Quana Wilkerson too. Thank you so much for listening. It means the world. I'm actually excited for future songs too, because I actually recorded a cover, which I haven't recorded a cover in a really long time. So, and it's a cover of a really special song. I don't want to say what the cover is, but I sing it a lot on live, and so I think people will like it, and I'm excited. OMG, I know. You're very lucky your name's London. That's really cool. I've never been to London. Oh, I have Paris right here. Do I have London on here? Do I have London? Any London? I don't have any London. I wish I did. I've always wanted to go to London. Like, I feel like when I first started gaining followers on Instagram, like a lot of them were from London, and they were all so nice and had the best accents. Oh, it's like Taylor Swift. You know I love a London boy. I enjoy walking Camden Market in the afternoon. He likes my American smile like a child when our eyes meet. Darling, I fancy you. Taylor Swift's the best, really. But anyways, thank you so much for the support. I just wanted to hop on and say thank you for the support of Have My Cake and Eat It Too. And hopefully you kind of got to know a little bit more of the backstory of Have My Cake and Eat It Too. For me, I always love to know the backstory of stories, so you like know what you're listening to. So yeah, if you've gone through any sort of toxic relationship, or just like, and it doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. Like it can be anybody where you just have kind of like a toxic and refusing and anxiety-inducing relationship with. So I hope it speaks to you and makes you happy. And even if you just want to like snap along and whatever, chill to it, I hope you enjoy it. So thank you so much for the support on it. It's my favorite song I've ever released, so I really appreciate it. Bye, love you, and thank you so much. Quiana Wilkerson too. You're very kind, and I love your peace in your profile picture. Peace signs are like, they're such a vibe. They never go out of style. Peace signs will never go out of style. I love it. Oh, here's the tattoo in the real flesh. It's not real, but like I'm never washing it off because I want it to be real. Isn't it cool? I just love it. I wish it was real. Please be real. Anyways, bye. Love you.